G'day and welcome to another Retro Tinker unboxing video. Today we're going to be opening up some figures that I've had sitting around for a while. They've been in the way, so I need to get them opened up and on the shelves and get my desk clear. So today we're going to be opening up some of the Mandalorian and Grogu Actionverse figures. I really enjoyed the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, so when I saw these in the Big W toy sale, I thought I may as well give them a go. So yeah, we'll be opening up Mando, Grogu, Zeb, and the Grogu and Anzellan set. Anyway, enough talk, let's rip into some toys. Alright, here they are all together. I've got my trusty retractable blade, so yeah, let's open them up. Alrighty, we'll start with Mando here. These figures, they do look really good on card. On the back you've got pictures of the figures, what they come with, the other figures in the line. Anyway, let's open him up. Alright, look at him, he's very awesome. I thought you had to take his head off if you didn't want his cape on, but yeah, it's actually got a split in it. You don't have to decapitate poor Mando. I really like the stockier proportions of these figures. I think they make fantastic looking toys. They kind of remind me a little bit of the Power of the Force line, where they had all the Star Wars characters that looked like they were, juiced up on steroids. He comes with his weapons rack here. It's very much like the Ninja Turtles weapons racks that they came with. All these weapons have pegs, and he's got peg holes all around his body for him to plug into. So yeah, let's get him off the rack and see how we go. So here I've got all the weapons off the sprue. Now all of these things can be stored back onto the weapons rack.
A few moments later.
So it looks like you can fit almost everything back onto the rack. For some reason his knife doesn't go back in anywhere. Not a big deal. But yeah, I thought if they've gone this far, they may as well have made it so you could fit everything on there. But anyway, let's see how they look on the figure. Got his knife, his Beskar spear, which he doesn't even have by the time this movie takes place, but it's a nice inclusion. There's his rifle, his blaster. I think these are his whistling birds in flight. I think you would attach them to his wrist, and it's like they're just shooting out of his wrist. And of course, he's got his jetpack. So yeah, you take the cape off, and you can put his jetpack under his back here. Whistling birds into his wrist here. Put his knife in his hand. I'll put his blaster down there. You can hold his blaster in his hand, like kind of like normal. Doesn't necessarily look the best with the big old peg sticking out of it. I don't know, but a kid's not necessarily going to be too phased by that, I don't think. They can always also put the guns in the wrists like that and just point it. Personally, I think that the weapons could have been a little bit better thought out, just to give kids a little bit more realism when they play. But all in all, it's not too bad. The kid's going to have a whole lot of fun chopping and changing accessories and things like that. So yeah, overall, I think this is a pretty good figure. It has more articulation than I thought it would. When I first looked at these, I hadn't actually realized that they were articulated at the elbows and knees. I thought they were pretty much 5 POA figures, but yeah, you've got a decent amount of articulation, so you can play and you can pose him a little. He's actually got knee articulation, and it so it bends and swivels, which is pretty good, so you can make him nice and stable on your shelf. His little belt and bandolier is made in a separate piece, but I think to remove it you might have to pull the arms out of the sockets and probably pull his head off maybe. I'm not sure, but I don't really feel the need to pull it off anyway. The pegs on the weapons are a bit ugly, but at the end of the day, these are toys and they are aimed at kids. So I do keep that in mind with my criticism. I think a kid will have a whole lot of fun with a toy like this. Anyway, that's Mando. Let's look at the next figure. Alrighty, let's open up Grogu. Yeah, he comes with his little hover pram thing and a mouse droid, which is pretty awesome. Let's rip into him. Alright, here is Grogu. He looks awesome. There isn't much to him, but at the end of the day, there isn't much really to do with Grogu. His head turns, his arms move. I love that he's got his little piece of Beskar armor on. Yeah, he's adorable. I've already got the mouse droid out of the sprue, but it just comes in 2 pieces. Not much else to say about that. It looks pretty awesome. It's a nice accessory. The hover pram, it comes with the little thingy so it can stand on your shelf and look like it's hovering. The little shield thing here doesn't actually move. It almost looks like it would, but it's just 1 piece. And Grogu does fit inside, I assume? Yes. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It was a fantastic scene in the movie with Grogu zooming off in his little hover pram. Not much else to say about this. I think it's pretty great. Oh, I have just noticed that he has wrist articulation as well, which is surprising. But, so yeah, great little figure. I love how it looks in the pram. Yeah, anyway, not much else to say about him. Let's open Zeb. Alright, here we've got Zeb, and he looks fantastic. I have to say, Zeb was the first figure that caught my eye when I saw him in store. Yeah, he just looks awesome. With his extra bulky proportions, he does look extra dangerous too. He was just such a great character in Rebels, and now coming into the live action stuff, yeah, it's fantastic. He's got plenty of articulation and such. These straps are nice and flexible, so they don't impede the way he moves or anything like that. Yeah, that's really cool. His staff weapon comes in 4 pieces, so these bits clip together. And the pink sparky bits go on the end. So that's really cool. So he can hold his staff in one hand. You can separate them into the 2 separate guns. The join is a little bit on the loose side there, actually. But if you're not too rough, it'll stay together. Like, at least it won't break with play. And so he can hold his staff and his blaster at the same time, which is cool. So he can actually have all of his accessories on him. For a bulky figure, he's not all that top heavy or anything. He stands up quite well. I think he's fantastic. And how cool are these bright pink bits get to look on the shelf. Once again, my only real criticism is having these daggy bits on the sides of the gun. Personally, I think it would have looked a bit better if instead of putting the peg on the side, they just made the handle round, that it can just fit into the sprue. But yeah, it's a small criticism. I'm not worried about that at all. Yeah, as I said, this is a toy for kids. And all these figures, they're nice and solid. I reckon you could throw them at a wall and they wouldn't break. which is really what you want when you're dealing with kids' toys. Yeah, they're fantastic. Alright, lucky last, let's open up Grogu and the Anzellans. Here's a quick look at the back of the card. As you can see, the ship opens up so you can put the figures inside. It's got rocket firing stuff. Yeah, what a fantastic looking little toy. Okay, it's all opened up. We've come with another Grogu, who, for all intents and purposes, looks exactly the same. I have noticed, though, that the ears on this figure are more pointed up. On the one that comes on its own card back, they're sort of just flat, so it's a blank expression, whereas on this one he's a bit more excited or something, maybe. I don't know. yeah, that's about the only real difference I can tell. At least if you missed out on the individually carded figure, you can get your Grogu this way. The little Anzellians look great. I love these guys in the show and in the movie. They're like, bad baby, no squeezy. They're fairly simple little figures. They bend at the waist. They don't have individual leg articulation or anything. The arms articulate. The heads articulate a little, but like they've got the hats on that kind of prevent it from moving too much. Pretty cool little figures there. The ship looks fantastic. As I said, you can open up the cockpit and put your figures in there. No problems getting those guys into their seats. Grogu goes in the back on it. Oh, there's a little peg there. Put his what am I doing wrong? Grogu. Okay, I suppose that is one issue with it, that if you put Grogu in, it doesn't quite want to close up as well. That's a bit of an oversight. They could have just made Grogu a little bit smaller than the other version and I guess solve that, but yeah, you can just lay him down because you can't really see in there anyway. Yeah, not a big issue, but still, yeah, I think that's a bit of an oversight. Yeah, you can almost get it to close. Yeah, and yeah, not a huge deal, not a deal breaker. I'll just yeet him out of there. And to get to the missiles, you pull the side bits out and that top part pops up, which I think is fantastic. And then you can load up your 2 missiles. And then fire! Yeah, I like that. That's awesome. And your missiles go right inside too, so you can yeah, close it up and you won't lose them or fire them off accidentally. Yeah, so that part's good. I love the way it looks, and I reckon if you're a Black Series collector, this thing would probably be just about the right size. Maybe. I'm not sure. It doesn't look out of place with really any scale because the figures are so small anyway. Yeah, so something to keep in mind. All right, and here they are all together. I think this is a fantastic little toy line, especially for kids. If you've got kids that are into Star Wars or you want to try and get them into Star Wars, these are perfect figures rather than letting them play with your really expensive stuff. These all feel really durable. I reckon they'll stand up to a pretty heavy amount of play. Yeah, I really like this line. As I said earlier, my only real criticism was the pegs on the guns looking a bit weird, and the fact that this cockpit doesn't close when Grogu is in the spot that he's specifically supposed to go. But yeah, other than that, these are all fantastic. Yeah, I really dig them. One little thing to keep in mind with these as well is that Mando is about 4.5 inches tall, so he doesn't quite scale with your vintage or retro collection stuff. So yeah, so Actionverse is a totally different scale. That said, that doesn't necessarily worry me. Yeah, I love them.
Great, yes, 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 no, no!
And there we have it, a whole bunch of awesome Star Wars toys. All in all, I'm really happy with these figures. I'm glad that I've added them to my collection. I'm looking forward to getting them on the shelf. Yeah, I think they're going to be great. But let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Would you buy them for yourself? Would you buy them for a kid? Would you feed them to an octopus? Don't do that. There's already enough microplastics in the ocean. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this unboxing video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, remember to leave a like, leave a comment, give that algorithm a tickle. I really do appreciate it. As always, a massive thank you to my supporters on Patreon. If you'd like to support the channel directly, the link is in the description. Again, thanks for watching, and I hope I see you in the next one.